We'll take you to the other side. Find me waiting there, you'll see if you just close your eyes. If you just
2011 is this Sunday. With the draft this past Monday and the supplemental Tuesday, the roster's shaking up. So this is basically the end of most of the feuds here in WWE. Now I'm just going to go through the lineup and predict the winners for each match. The first match is going to be made tomorrow night, the April 29th edition of SmackDown. Layla and McCool will have a match, and the loser leaves Raw. Now, as much as I want Layla to win this match, because I think she's probably the better wrestler of the two, I think McCool is going to win this match. She's going to stay on SmackDown, and Layla's going to move over to Raw, probably the next couple of weeks or so. You know, it makes sense. I don't think they're going to break up Undertaker and Michelle. You know, they're going to keep them together on SmackDown, even though it's not on screen. It's more, you know, to help him out, make him happy and whatnot. Same reason what I heard is why they moved Beth Phoenix over to Raw. Because the word is CM Punk has been, you know, that rumor going around whether he's going to not renew his contract, how he's unhappy, and how he's burnt out for, you know, traveling for the past 5 years. So that's probably why they basically moved Beth Phoenix over to Raw. So I think McCool is going to win that match. Probably not going to go on too long, few minutes, and probably not that great. Speaking of CM Punk, his match with Randy Orton might be one of the better matches of the night, if not the best. It's going to be a last man standing match. Now, usually last man standing matches are pretty intense and usually quite good. The last match that Randy Orton was in of last man standing, as if I remember correctly, is the one with Triple H. I don't know if he's been in one since then, but that was a pretty good match where he won the WWE Championship. That's when Triple H wrestled 3 times that night. I don't know how they're going to book this. It could go either way, quite honestly, but Orton did win at WrestleMania, and he has gotten the upper hand on Punk a majority of the weeks, almost every single week, completely destroying the Nexus and then, you know, whatnot. So if you know, Orton does win, it's just another victory, and CM Punk couldn't get that big win because he hasn't gotten a legitimately huge win in God knows how long, probably since winning his championship match, the World Heavyweight Championship, a couple years ago. You know, he's, as far as I remember, he has been losing quite a bit, you know, ever since SummerSlam, basically. So, you know, I think CM Punk will win this match, because I think somebody will interfere and, you know, beat up Orton a little bit. I don't know if it's going to be Chris Jericho. I don't know if he has to stay off TV until Dancing with the Stars is over, or it could be somebody new like Cody Rhodes. You know, Cody Rhodes is going to need a new feud on SmackDown, and why not go after one of the top dogs who just got drafted over and make a statement? So, you know, it could go either way. I'm gonna predict Punk winning on this one, and now going into Cody Rhodes' match with Rey Mysterio, a Falls Count Anywhere match. Their match at WrestleMania was also really good, and I've become a Cody Rhodes fan since his gimmick turn and since WrestleMania. I think it works well, and his promo on this past Monday night on Raw was pretty good, so I'll give him that. But I think Rey Mysterio will win. The babyface gets the revenge in this match, and then Rey will come to Raw with the win, and then Cody Rhodes will go to continue on SmackDown with a new feud impending, so whoever that may be, or in whoever. So I expect Rey to win this match. Probably not in the ring, definitely, since it's Falls Count Anywhere, so they probably want to stick to that. Probably in the backstage area somewhere. Probably hit him with a mirror or something stupid like that. Now, before we go into the next match, I want to mention that Sheamus has been drafted over to SmackDown, which now puts the Intercontinental and U.S. Championship on SmackDown. Now, unless they're going to unify those belts, which I think will be a stupid move in my opinion, I expect either the Intercontinental match or the U.S. Championship match to be added late to the card on Sunday. My guess would be the U.S. Championship match probably going to be Kofi versus Sheamus. He went over him clean on Raw, so I think it's either going to be that, and Kofi's going to win the U.S. Championship to bring it back on Raw. Rey Mysterio beat Wade Barrett, but since Rey Mysterio is, you know, in a match, I don't know if they would put anybody against Wade Barrett. I think they're going to keep the IC championship on Wade Barrett for a little bit. So if I had to predict anything, I predict Sheamus losing the U.S. Championship in some form or fashion at Extreme Rules on Sunday. The next match is the tag match, the Michael Cole and Jack Swagger versus Jared King Lawler and Jim Ross in the country whipping Yappa Pie strap match, whatever. I pray to God that this feud is over with after this match one way or another. I think Jared King Lawler and Jim Ross will finally win, and shut Cole up. I think it's just been dragged on a little too long. It's been a while since it started before WrestleMania, so that's pretty much how long this feud has been going on. I predict probably a face turn for Swagger. Maybe, Jim Ross did bring him in into the WWE, so maybe he helps them win the match, and then Monday Night on Raw, since Jack Swagger has been drafted over to Raw, Michael Cole just bury him on commentary or wherever he's going. So maybe a face turn, maybe he just cost the match accidentally. But I think Jared King Lawler and Jim Ross will win this one and finally end this feud. Next up is the triple threat cage match for the WWE Championship: Miz, Cena, and Morrison. I do not know how they're going to book this one either. With Morrison in the match, it would seem likely that he's going to be the guy to get pinned by either Miz or Cena. R-Truth can get involved. R-Truth can probably, as Morrison's trying to get up through the door of the cage, slam the cage door, and then while Cena's trying to escape over the cage, Miz can get in a quick 1, 2, 3, or something like that. Cena might be the safe and easy pick, but he might be too predictable at this point. I think they're going to keep the championship on Miz, so I'm going to predict Miz winning. Another championship match. So I don't think they're going to put the title on Cena just yet. Rock's birthday bash is tomorrow, so it might just take away the value of Cena winning if people just focus on The Rock and his birthday bash and what's going to happen. So it's not yet. I think the Miz will win and keep the championship. With Alberto Del Rio drafted over to Raw. I heard prior to the draft that they wanted Cena versus Del Rio at SummerSlam. So this might be the perfect opportunity to start up that feud after this. Next month, I think it's Capital Punishment. It's new pay-per-view name. They're taking over Fatal 4 in Washington, D.C. It might be a triple threat match for the WWE Championship, Miz, Del Rio, and Cena, with Del Rio winning and then keeping it to SummerSlam and wrestling John Cena as the main event. That could work. That could happen. We'll see. But although I still predict Miz winning this match and retaining the WWE Championship. And the final match of Extreme Rules 2011, the ladder match: Christian versus Alberto Del Rio, Edge's best friend versus Edge's opponent at WrestleMania 27. Now, I hope this is the main event of the night because it's going to be the crowning of a new champion. This is Edge's retirement match. Well, not Edge's retirement, but Christian's fighting for Edge, basically. And the crowd needs to be sent home happy because I think Christian will win the championship. I think it's his time now. Alberto Del Rio moving over to Raw. It's not making it too obvious because they could have Alberto Del Rio win it and somehow, whatever, end up back on SmackDown or lose it the next night or something, lose it next week. You never know. But I think Christian will win it. His first championship run in the WWE. I hope it's not a short reign, a month reign. I'll be annoyed at that. I've been a Christian fan forever, and I think it is his time. This match will be tremendous. I think it's probably the first and second best match of the night. Flip-flop between Orton and Punk. So Alberto Del Rio has put Christian over in the past a couple times, so that's what another factor that Del Rio might win because he's never really beaten Christian in a one-on-one match. The last couple times, remember, he lost to Christian on SmackDown a couple times. So, but I do think Christian will win, and he will win as the WWE champion, World Heavyweight Champion, I should say, and represent Friday Night SmackDown. Now, with Mark Henry turning feud, If he does win the World Heavyweight Championship, that might be his first feud, because he did cost him and Cena the match on Friday. But it could be him. Orton could turn heel in the next couple weeks. I think that could be a good SummerSlam match. Christian versus Orton, and then Cena versus Del Rio. You already have a tremendous SummerSlam right there. So we'll see, how it goes from here. If everybody I predicted wins, that'll be great. But I think there'll probably be one or two swerves in there. So we'll see what happens, and hope everybody enjoyed the show.